Hi, I'm Liz Schrum of the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show, brought to you by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, and Madison Gas and Electric. On today's show, Tom Still, in his commentary, talks about the dangers of state-based efforts to regulate science. And Brian Thompson, president of the UWM Research Foundation, talks with us about the fastest-growing research areas at UW-Milwaukee and plans for a new science and tech campus. I'll be right back with the WisBusiness.com stock report for early October.
What has made Grant Thornton one of the largest accounting organizations in the world, with resources in more than 100 countries worldwide? Is it their global capabilities, or is it their passion for how they serve their clients? Grant Thornton.
Welcome back. Here's the WisBusiness.com stock report for early October. Rising, long-term jobs outlook. State economists label this a tortoise recovery, but the longer term looks promising in the Badger State. A new state report predicts the state will eventually pull out of the economic downturn and then move toward a record level of jobs by 2018. 8 years from now, Wisconsin will be home to some 3.2 million jobs. That's about 400,000 more jobs than the state had in August. And falling, Thrivent Financial. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission files a federal lawsuit against the Appleton firm. It accuses the company of violating the Americans with Disabilities Act by revealing confidential medical information about a temporary employee. Investigators allege that Thrivent broke the law by inquiring about medical conditions, then disclosing that the employee had migraine headaches to his prospective employers. The EEOC is seeking financial damages. Thrivent says only that it takes employment law compliance very seriously. That's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Go to WisBusiness.com for more on these and other stories. And now, here's Tom Still with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
It's an election year, so perhaps no one should be surprised. It's also the season for clashes between public policy and emerging technologies. Alarmed? Yes. Surprised? No. Two examples stand out. The first is human embryonic stem cell research, which continues to be the science some people on the political right love to hate. A few candidates for public office say they want to ban human embryonic stem cell research in Wisconsin altogether. That would be ironic given Wisconsin's status as the pioneer of such research, and it would also be foolhardy given that such research would simply take place in other states or countries that welcome it. Other candidates say they want to eliminate state funding for embryonic stem cell research. The truth of the matter is that Wisconsin doesn't spend much on stem cell research. It's mainly financed through federal and private sources. But the signal sent by such a move sends the same dangerous message. Don't bother doing cutting-edge science in Wisconsin. Still, others say Wisconsin should focus on adult stem cell research, not embryonic. Adult stem cell research has been around for 45 years and has produced some advances, but it already receives much more government support than embryonic stem cell research. And scientists say they've hit many dead ends working with adult cells that are too inflexible. Opponents of stem cell research say they think it's immoral to destroy embryos in the pursuit of science. But only embryos donated from in vitro fertilization clinics, and which would otherwise be discarded, are used. And fewer than 100 have been destroyed in the 12-year history of stem cell research in Wisconsin. On the political left, the demon science of the moment is nanotechnology. Inspired by concerns of nanoparticles run amok, some policymakers would like Wisconsin to create a nano registry for companies and researchers working with nanoparticles. That's easier said than done. The reporting requirements could prove burdensome and also reveal competitive data that would put Wisconsin's nanotech companies at a disadvantage. A better course is to wait for federal regulations to catch up with the science, and that process is well underway. By and large, state efforts to restrict research don't work. That's because we live in a global economy where knowledge, and people with that knowledge, can flow easily between state and national borders. Whether the efforts to restrict research come from the political left or the right, the threat is the same. Wisconsin risks becoming a less innovative and competitive state.
Thanks, Tom. We'll be right back with Brian Thompson from the UW-Milwaukee Research Foundation.
White Hirschbeck Dudek represents companies at all stages of development and in a wide range of industries to navigate the legal challenges of regional, national, and global growth. At WHD, every stage takes center stage.
I'm back with Brian Thompson, president of the UWM Research Foundation, which supports research and innovation at UW-Milwaukee by providing funding for scholarships and grants. Thanks for being here, Brian.
Thank you for having me.
Among the goals of the UWM Foundation is to support the research mission of UW-Milwaukee. Campus research spending has risen sharply in recent years to $68 million per year. What are the fastest growing research areas on campus?
As you point out, research expenditures in the last year were up to almost $68 million. That's nearly a 27% increase in the last year, and that's really a credit to the quality of work being done by scientists at UW-Milwaukee. One of the biggest areas of growth is in the College of Engineering and Applied Science. It grew from just under $7 million to almost over $17 million in the last year, so very pleased to see some significant growth there. In the Research Foundation, our mission is to foster research and innovation at UW-Milwaukee, and so one of the things we have is our Catalyst Grant program. It's provided almost $2 million in the last couple of years to seed promising grants in areas with strong potential for commercialization. So we hope that in a small way, a small but important way, those Catalyst grants are also helping shape the research growth of UW-Milwaukee.
The UW-Milwaukee has resolved that research partnerships are better than go-it-alone efforts. Describe how the university is working with UW-Madison, Marquette, Milwaukee School of Engineering, the Medical College of Wisconsin, and others on separate projects involving energy and clinical research.
UW-Milwaukee is really trying to leverage the strengths that exist at the university, leverage the strengths in the region, and connect with partners. And we've got several centers that do that. Among them, a center in energy research, which includes Marquette University and the Milwaukee School of Engineering, and has recently been expanded to include University of Wisconsin-Madison. That's the Wisconsin Energy Research Consortium. Also a center in water research, including a partner at Marquette University, as well as 6 companies have come together, and in both cases it's really a model of industry-directed research to help make sure that we're doing research in areas that are important to our companies. And the last area is the Center for Translational Science Institutes. The Medical College leads this important grant. UW-Milwaukee is pleased to be a partner along with Medical College of Wisconsin, Milwaukee School of Engineering, the Blood Center of Wisconsin, and Marquette University.
A year ago, UW-Milwaukee's plans to build a science and tech campus on 89 acres in Wauwatosa appeared shaky. Today, the project appears to be back on track. What are the next steps needed to make Innovation Park a reality? UWM
is moving forward with plans for Innovation Park. We continue to raise money and hope to complete that by the end of the year. We had recently a very positive sign from the city of Wauwatosa. They voted to approve a $13 million tax increment district, which will help fund infrastructure work on the 80-acre parcel. In addition, there was a very positive vote from the Federal Economic Development Administration, which approved a $5.5 million incubator, which would be built on the site starting in hopefully as early as 2011. And from the Research Foundation standpoint, we're very pleased to see that because our efforts at commercialization will fit very well with the resources that will ultimately be built at the Innovation Campus.
Thanks, Brian, and thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by WisBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council and sponsored by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, and MG&E. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum. See you next time.